Hey y'all, welcome back. Well, today's video is going to be on tagging your traps. I did a video here not long ago on how to speed dip your traps, and I've been waiting on my tags to come in. Now, this video is going to show you how I'm attaching mine or some options that you have to attach yours. So we'll get to tagging all these traps. Okay, now it depends state to state on what the requirements are. So you need to really look at your state trapping regulations. In Tennessee, you have to have your name and your TWA number on a tag. There's several different options of tags you can get. Some people engrave their traps, which I don't think is a really good idea because of rust and stuff. But you can do the little silver tags you can stamp out yourself and you just tie them on, or you can get a copper tag. Now, where I've got my tags is Trap Shed in Marietta, Georgia, and I had 100 stamped out for me. So now it does state in there that you have to have them on any trap. So if you're running a cage trap, you're supposed to have that tag on it. If you're running a coyote trap, this is my 550. I got a few 550s that I still haven't got out. I did a video on them. I'll be putting a tag on every one of these. And a lot of people don't realize this, but you have to have tags on your DPs, your dog proofs, and a lot of people's not doing that. And the reason for this, the way I understand it, is if game warden comes across an animal that's in a trap that ain't been checked, or an animal drags a trap somewhere and it falls off, they can locate you to get your trap back to you. So there's a lot of different reasons. I would rather put my tag on these traps than get a fine. So I'm going to show you how I'm attaching mine. Some people are using key rings and going through the links of the chain, but I've got all my DPs pulled from the field and I have all my new DPs. So we're going to put some on DPs and I'm going to put some on my 550s. So I'll show you what the tags are and how they come. Okay, so I got these tags from Trap Shed. They stamped them out for me. Your tag will look like this. Mine has my name and stuff on the other side and my TWA number. And basically, you're just going to attach this to your trap. Okay, so basically what I do, this is a DP. You got several different ways you can do it. So I'll put one on each. This is the swivel that you put your stake in to hold it in the ground. But you got this middle one here. This is where I like to put mine. It ain't gonna matter that it's a little flashy for coons because they like things that are flashy anyway. So basically, you're gonna take your tag. I usually do, you've got a little hole in the end of it. You can tie it with a wire if you want to, but I prefer take a pair of needle nose, bend it over, put it in the swivel, mash it flat, pull it tight and around in the center, take your pair of pliers, mash it flat, and bring it on around. And that is hard for them to get that off. You can bend this end over a little bit more. It ain't gonna matter that it's shiny. Coons like things that are shiny, and that tag wire is easily fixed and you don't have to worry about it interfering with this swivel. So I've got a couple here done like that, and I'm gonna show you another option. Another option that I've seen people do is they take their tag, and I always like to start with a hole in, bend it more of a curve for the link, not so much so you get a little bend in it. They pick a link, put it around it, mash it completely flat, just like so. Bring it all the way around the link and back around. Take your pair of pliers and mash it, bend everything in like it's like that. I'm not a big fan of that way. I like mine down here in the swivel, but And matter of fact, I like it so much better that I'm just going to remove it and go ahead and put it down here. Just like so. It's a better fit, it looks better, and that's pretty much the way I like to do them. Now the other ones will come, you can get a little wire and put it in your chain. A lot of people using mini key rings, like what's on your key ring. You can buy them at auto parts store or wherever, and then they're key ringing to it, but that just hangs out and ends up getting tore up. So I'd much rather have mine like that. So I'm going to show you how I do my coyotes, but I'll have to put my coyote traps, my 550s. So I'm going to go put on a set of gloves, and then I'll bring one in here and show you how I do them before I finish them all up. Okay, I got 3 of my Duke 550s here on my little Mark Larson hanger. So, same principle. I like my swivel down here next to my earth anchor. So, I'm gonna put a good bend in it. Right here next to earth anchor, go through. Just like so. Back around. And back like that right there. And a pair of needle nose or flat pliers. That tag is trapped. That trap is tagged. It is ready to go. I'll show you one more. Get a pair of needle nose. And that's it. Just like that. Okay, all of the traps are tagged now. Here's a good example. I had this one I pulled. Still on there, even after all the dirt and carrying on. Where I pulled that out of the ground, I caught a coyote and had to pull it. End up actually straightening out one of my J-hooks. I've got to fix it. I have several 550s in the field now. But just remember, you're going to need to check your rules and regulations on trapping for your state. Now, like I said, the state of Tennessee, it's your name and your TWRA number. TWRA number. Reason. So in any case, they come out, they find an animal trapped, you ain't checked it, they got to see what's going on in the trap. Somebody ends up with a trap pulled and gets in their yard, or somebody sees it. They need a way to get a hold of you and for you to own and identify that trap to get your trap back to you. So now I've run through all these traps that I didn't have tags on. I was not running any on my DPs and didn't realize you had to have them on dog proofs for raccoons. You have to have them on everything. So I quickly pulled all of mine and put my tags on. So here's some 550s that are dipped in the speed dip. They've been hanging here a couple weeks. There's 12 of them here. I have 13 in the field. Well, I have 12 in the field counting that one. And then here's 24 dog proofs. As you can see, all of them are on the middle swivel. They do not affect the swivel at all in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And it's not going to affect my stake and my stake tied off up here on my stake, clamped down on my swivels. So there's 24 DPs ready to go, legal and going. And just like I said before, all of them are on my earth anchor end because that's down the ground. I don't want the coyote seeing that. And plus, if I put it here, a coyote might chew on it trying to get out of that trap and pull my tag off. I would much rather it be up here and be in the ground. So that right there is 36 traps ready to go. See, 24 and 12. Yep, 36 traps ready to go. And that makes me 100% legal. So everything so far with this trapping thing, I'm learning as I go. Thanks to all the help of people that's reached out and told me what they're doing what needs to be done. The TD Braid does a really good job of keeping people informed on trapping, even though there's not many trappers. But I highly recommend, if you've got land you hunt, and especially turkeys or birds that nest on the ground, these possum, skunks, and coons, raccoons, they tear up eggs. They eat eggs, they destroy nests, and sometimes they'll kill the hen for the sport just to eat the eggs. So raccoon numbers are out of control, and all these places now know that they're out of control, all these states, and they've opened up season for you to trap. So raccoons are year-round now with no limit on trapping. There's only so many you can kill, with dogs or whatever. But basically that's it. That's just another learning curve that I had to do to get to where I'm at, and maybe this will help somebody out down the road. Even if you're running just raccoon traps or small traps, you still got to have them tagged. If it's a trap, it's got to be tagged. So anyway, this will add to the playlist of coyote prep and predator trapping. So if you like what we're doing, please subscribe and like. And as always, God bless. Oh, ho, 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 ho.